Did your friend go home?
Possible.
Babe! Love you.
On the PlayStation 4. Houses we went to. House we're going to is considered the rich. I bought.
Was your first house or your second house? After you got,
First house I ever bought, I don't even. First house I bought was actually up on top.
Oh, ran down, hole in the ground.
Actually, it was like more like a middle class house. I bought it for like 150 grand. Money than that.
Thank you, baby.
And then I ended up buying different houses. In different places. Have to do different.
Right.
I had a place.
Makes sense. Hello.
Oh, how is everyone?
Doing good.
Always good. What's awesome?
Donnie, your thumbnails are freaking.
You like them?
Like, I was looking at that one, you know? After the picture of us, I knew you did when we were at Mom's. I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it go off. Even though you were kind of playing off like, oh, I'm not going to take it. I saw you.
Haha. You like that?
I heard that. Almost. Mary looked so serious.
Yeah.
I showed her a picture of it. I was like, son, look at you. You look like you're not. You just caught off guard.
Yeah, it's funny.
Now, this house right here, when Franklin gets.
Oh, really?
Can you guys invite me? Can you invite me?
You can join at any time by pressing
R1,
R1. I know, R1, go to friends. Go get on it. You want to join it?
Are you talking to me, babe? Are you saying something to me? Can you invite me?
I'm still waiting to load in. Anytime.
What? Yeah, it's still me.
Finally found it.
Finally found it after 1,500 yards.
There you go. Oh, I invited you into the apartment. like your upper middle class.
Right. That's pretty nice. You got a big TV.
Other ones. If you would have walked into the other ones.
Yeah, I did buy one, a little hole in the ground on mine just to have another garage.
Right.
Just have it like a 2-car garage, whatever, so I just bought like a junk. It
What
ain't
you do
too
is
bad,
I
but
should just take that dang.
got a coffee pot.
And put it in here.
Right.
That thing all the way from.
Right.
My car is a freaking gas guzzler.
I bet.
So when you go to the door, Donnie, you go to the garage. I gotta go to the bathroom.
He did invite you, Aiden. Wow. That's a big truck. Oh, look at this big old truck Nick got, bud. A big darn truck. That's bigger than that other truck that I've got. Like that big old truck like that in real life. You know, that'd be a beast of a freaking truck right there. Wouldn't it? Nick went to the bathroom, so I'm talking to you. Aiden, are you with us in our group, in our thing? I can't think I can invite you to Nick's apartment, but I can invite you to the. Yeah, I think you already been invited because they won't let me invite you. Nick invited you. Pull up your phone. Or you might have to go out, go back, go push your middle button, go back and make sure it ain't under the under a notification thing. PlayStation. Click on it. Oh well, yeah, you're in the lobby. He'll have to invite you to the house because I can't do it. It's his house. Alright, this truck dude's a beast of a truck. I like his truck. Yeah, I just like it because of the size. It just looks twice the size though.
It is because it's
Right. Yeah. Oh crap. I actually went out. I went by the door.
well.
I actually went outside, Nick. But
Okay.
so good.
Out because this holds everybody together because I gotta sit here and do this. Bug Robin. Wanna get another
Alright, I'm coming in. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get me some coffee.
get another truck? You got time?
Pull your phone up.
No need to get mad. It's on your phone and job quit. I'll send it again. I don't know why it's doing that. Just try not to get mad. It happens. It's Rockstar. I was gonna say wait inside, but alright.
Alright, I'm going back to the garage. Oh wow, that's it, like a little old Dodge, like a little Dodge Ram, 1500.
It was like a
Looks like a toy compared to them big beast.
Okay.
you don't have to. We can wait out here. Oh, they're fitting.
Oh wow,
They do.
that's a nice little truck. That's like a Chevy right there.
So we have
Probably supposed to be like a
Dodge
Chevy
and a Chevrolet.
1500. Probably a Chevy 1500, maybe. Got two Fords. That's a big. That's a Ford 500. That's a Ford 500.
You
Dodge
got it.
Ram
Bring up the phone and go to
1500 and
job
a Chevy 1500.
Like your apartment. Coming in here. And get in the garage.
Selling. Oh. Thought you gonna sell one of your vehicles. I was like, don't be selling these trucks, bro. I do too. I think this is my favorite one.
It's only 4 doors.
I think this is right here my favorite one too. I think I like it better than any of them. It's because of the size of it. It's a beast. It's a beast of a truck. I bet knowing Nick, he's got it fully bodyguard, don't you? Body armed, bulletproof.
Yeah, just fully up. It's not bulletproof to it.
We're taking the beast, babe. Look at that beast of a truck at it. I'm gonna have to buy me one of them. I like to have this truck in real life, Nick. It pull anything in.
Backed up, that you'd probably be able to pull anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Got that thing on the back where if you
Right. Yeah, really, I need. We talking about real life, baby. Yeah, I'd like to actually have a little camper top like that on a truck if I had one, like a long bed again, like my other truck I had, because I could put my chainsaws and all that in it. And it put a lot more stuff in it. There's that button again. That button again. It got stuck on Mary.
I don't think it's actually the button. What I think it is, you keep forgetting.
By accident. I was
No.
trying to get back out of it. I hit the triangle.
That middle button, hon.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I've done a few times, Nick? I've hit the triangle button trying to hit the circle button, to where you changes your angles and stuff, so you can have real cool angles of the truck and everything driving. And that's what I've done. That's how I've jumped out before. Yeah, but don't do that. Hold your circle button. Hold your circle button down, and you can actually see the whole angles of all the vehicles and stuff.
You don't even have to hold it. No, just have it.
I don't know. Mine goes back to normal. I don't hold it. Oh, there it goes. There it went.
It's always good listening to Courtney's jams while
I know
we got our own radio in the background.
Yeah, she kind of went other direction, I think now. Other stuff now. Nice truck on the inside there, Nick.
She's listening to Def Leppard.
We're on Route 68. Nick Aiden's still in full blown Patriot, all Patriot out over here.
Right.
Shayna Hash. Oh, okay, there it is. I know. There's Up Church. Who's listening to that? Aiden?
I don't know. I did hear something.
It's Up Church. Aiden. I like Up Church.
Right.
He's an underguard. He's one of them underground artists that won't sell out. He likes doing. He makes videos talking about it. He said he won't sign no major label record so that they can't control him. He likes having too much fun. He likes shooting his guns and riding his four-wheelers and hunting and all that stuff that a lot of your big artists won't. Right, and he says what he wants to say without them saying, you can't say that. Yeah.
Kind of like what happened to Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a bunch of bull. Yeah, that's it. And you know what's bad, don't you? Upchurch brought both of them up. And Upchurch both told them not to sign a label or they're going to control you. And they're like, nah, they ain't going to do me that way. Guess what? Now they're both hooked by a chain around their neck and they ain't able to do what they want. And it's just like this Michael Williams or whatever, not Michael Williams, but whatever his Matthew guy that Upchurch brought up. He done the same thing. He was a Christian rapper, artist, or whatever, and Upchurch told him, dude, don't sign, because if you sign, you're not going to be able to talk about Jesus and all that. And they're like, no, they won't do me that way. And now here he is, all sold out again. And they won't let him talk. Aiden, don't wreck Nick's truck, bro.
I agree with you. I had to switch controllers to not in.
But yeah, Upchurch has brought a lot of these bigger artists up. Kane Brown came from Upchurch too. But Upchurch shut down his studio because he's tired of doing people, trying to help people out, and then they turned around and backstabbed him, and went and signed labels and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'm done. I ain't gonna help none of y'all no more. Y'all don't. Yeah. He's like, y'all don't want to listen, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of that? I mean, and then they drag them through the mud.
Yep.
Just like what Luke. I about to stop listening to Luke Combs because I mean,
His
I was
music
really
changed.
pissed because well, his music changed, but he was like basically telling Luke, honey, Aiden, bring up the drum motorcycle.
Yeah, now you know the song that made Luke Combs was an Upchurch song, and then you know they tried to tell Upchurch that he had to remove the video, and Upchurch said, I'm not removing the video. He said that's my song, and just because Luke Combs wants to be in it, he said just because he signed a label, and now he ain't allowed to be around rebel flags and say what he used to say. He said I don't care. He said I'm not removing mine. He said sue me. He said come on, Luke Combs. He said just go ahead and just sue me, and which they didn't. But yeah, that song, I forgot the name of the song, but Luke Combs sung it, and he said, we don't need no other pretty boys. We need some more like Johnny Cash whipping your, whatever, and whatever. That's a song that Luke Combs sung with Upchurch, and that's how people even knew who Luke Combs was. And Luke Combs got famous, and then he signed the contract, and then they tried to turn around and tell him he couldn't, that Upchurch couldn't have that song on there because it bad representing Luke Combs, and Upchurch pretty much told him where to get off at. He told him he wasn't removing it. You could sue me if you want to, which they never did because you can't technically.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not his property.
Right. So yeah, no.
And it was before the time of which everything is, so it's not claimed.
Right.
Or whatever, using his image.
Yeah, it was before he was famous, so they can't get him for copywriting and all that crap. But yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's what I hate about the way they do it nowadays. I mean, once they sign them contracts and stuff, like that's why they sung that song in that video about we need more Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and all them, because even though they were famous, they did the same thing. They did it their way. They told their producers, like, dude, I ain't listening to you. I'm going to do it my way. You're going to like it or you ain't, But then now you got all these pushovers. They just like, oh yeah, we'll do it. And they just let them control. They let them fully control them. Tell them what they can and can't do.
If you keep doing that, you're going to destroy the truck.
They tell them what they can and can't do. Did I just hear Eminem a minute ago, babe? Did I just hear Eminem a minute ago? Oh, I heard something a minute ago. Crashing.
Try your best not to blow it up, Aiden, because if you do that, that less money for you. I constantly hear you. This money, can you make me that money? So I'm trying to make you money, so try not to blow up the truck. So when you accidentally mess around like that on
I do, but I can't replace it.
You're hurting us and everybody else that's making money. So just keep that in mind.
There's somebody from Hollywood Undead, and what are they singing about? A crooked government or something? What did they say about the government? Huh? Hollywood Undead come out with a new song or whatever called "The End of the World." Jelly Roll done a song with Hollywood Undead.
No, we all
That's
go
it.
different ways.
That's interesting.
We all don't go the same line. You gotta follow your yellow line. Well, then that's the way it's taking me. Mine's taking me this.
We're all in the same ballpark, Aiden, but we're not exactly. We may not be the exact same. Somebody's going a different direction than I am. Ask me.
I did. Because I'm following my yellow line.
Right.
I've got different ones.
Right. Yeah, road. I used to love. I used to love that back in the day. Oh, Hollywood
I like
Undead. You
Hollywood Undead.
remember we used to listen to Hollywood Undead all the time, riding around in my Ford Ranger.
That was a good truck. I remember that. That was a good truck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and Nick used to listen to Hollywood Undead all the time, riding around in my Ford truck, Ford Ranger.
I forgot what happened to that thing.
I sold it. Well, I didn't sold it. I traded it in, got ripped off. What it was when me and Courtney, we ain't talking about a van. We're talking about my Ford Ranger. My truck, the van I had blew up. It blew the motor up in it. And that's why I got rid of it. But no, the Ranger. At the time, me and Courtney was we just got together and we was trying to move out. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we bought a truck. We bought a camper, and the Ford Ranger wasn't going to be big enough to pull the Ranger. So I traded it. I traded the Ranger in for a F-250. That F-250 about got me and Courtney both killed. We was going down the road and the brakes went completely out in it. And I was on, you know where Food City is in Dandridge? I had to drive from there all the way to my dad's, going down the media with no brakes. And then I rode it in. Yeah, it was pretty scary. Then, this right here is a good song. Aiden's playing. It's one of my favorite songs by Upchurch. And then the rear end went out in it.
What happened to the Jeep, Donnie? You had the Jeep for a long time.
Well, the Jeep, I bought a Ford Taurus off my dad. My dad bought it off the neighbor Greg. I bought a Ford Taurus off of my dad. I had the Ford Taurus, and at the time we didn't really need two vehicles at the time, at that very moment, and so I put it on for sale. Well, there was a young couple. When Courtney already had Aiden at that time. We had it ever since Aiden was born. He was probably about 3, I think, or 2 or 3 before we got rid of it.
I rode in it one.
Right. Yeah. And then, so what we did was, we put it on for sale. Well, they had these two people. That's one of my favorite songs by Hollywood Undead. But yeah, anyway, this couple needed they were pregnant, young couple, and they had a baby on the way. So I was like, well, they asked me if they could rent to own. I told them, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that, but I done it because I thought I wanted to help, trying to help them out. Well, they paid me like 2 payments off of it, and then I never heard nothing from them no more. Couldn't get a hold of them. All that. Well, I let it go for a couple months, and I finally got a hold of their uncle. And their uncle took me to go get it. I was going to repo it because, they wasn't paying payments on it. I let it go several months. Nobody would call me. Nobody would do nothing. I was like, I got to go get my van back, or my Jeep back, because that way I could sell it or keep it or whatever. Well, I went to go get it, and they rolled it down. That's why they quit paying me payments. Come to find out, they got out and played in the snow with it and flipped it down the bank and tore it all to pieces. So yeah, so there was that. And then so after that, I bought me truck or something.
Well, no, it's gonna be a good.
Yeah, I'm trying to help people, trying to help young people out.
Some young people don't know how to do it. They haven't been taught.
Sadly enough. Yeah, there was only probably like 19, I think, about 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
So I mean, they were real young. And that's what made me really like, yeah, I don't want to do it. But like I promised, we got a job, we both work, we're gonna pay you payments, which they did first like I said, probably first month too. And I only, dude, it was like cheap too. They was only paying me. I had to ask them what they could pay me. I mean, I'm wanting to think it was like $150 or something like that a week, or maybe every 2 weeks. I think it was $150 every 2 weeks, or something. It was like
That's
it was
$200
it.
a month.
Yeah, so I mean, it was real low. It wasn't even really nothing bad, And yeah, and then I found out why they didn't pay me because they flipped the truck, totaled it out. And they got out and played in the snow and flipped it down a bank and tore it up. I mean, it caved the whole roof in, shattered the windows. I mean, it was total. So I didn't even worry about it. I just let them keep it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it now. It ain't gonna do me no good.
You couldn't even do anything with it.
I just, what was bad is I had to
Well,
drive out way out there.
I'd say if you have to.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about it at that point. I was just aggravated at the time. I was like, forget it. I had to drive like 3 hours. I think I drove 3 hours. Wherever they had that thing. I was like 3 hours away from where I lived. That time we lived out thinking Newmarket or something. But yeah, it took me 3 hours to get there, and I was like, forget that. I got all the way up there, and that thing was totaled. I was mad. He'd be in their late 20s. Because I was about 22 or 23 at that time.
Fine, Aiden. I was just reminding you. A lot of times you get on here and you're like, I want to make. Have to. I lose money.
All right,
I probably lose
delivered
more money
everything.
than you guys. So it's just you got it when we're doing stuff like this and we're not in this.
All mine's delivered, so.
You don't have to. Probably.
He,
50,000 or something like that.
it's something like that. I mean, it's $750 per thing he picked up. So, and he picked up like 15 of them or more, probably more. So yeah, I mean.
I'm talking about what we just sold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
34.
I
34,000,
made
okay.
$36,435. Is what Courtney
So
made.
if you take the time that he has to run around the map, talking about a business standpoint, like real life, Tony. I know this is not real life. We're just having fun.
You gotta
But
go
I'm
where the
saying,
money's
if he
at.
goes around, if he only gets $1,500 here, dollars here, $500 here, and you're running around the map, and all that, selling this stuff is actually making money way faster than him running around the map. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about a actual business standpoint.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
It's not worth. I'm not saying don't do it, but it's like in between missions. So because I'm
Cracks me up. Courtney's one punch knockout. She got the Mike Tyson. She got a Mike Tyson punch.
Mine's like that too, but women, my guy must up to them and then they'll pop in it. I'm probably the one. If you're talking about players, it's me.
You talking about who's more dominant? Like whatever is males on the game. But I mean, in the game, it don't really matter if you're female or male. It's just all on your level and your stamina and your strengths and.
Yeah, it don't matter. The females and males can be equally powerful. That's how you look, and then the animations are a little different. That's it. I sent you an invite, you guys. Aiden joined, but
You hear that over there?
what?
You hear what Courtney's listening to?
No, she's kind of far away. I guess. I hear music, but it ain't like. Oh yeah, I hear it now. That's awesome. Alright, we all gotta take motorcycles.
Come on, what?
Come on, what?
Aiden said he wanted some more lasagna, Mom.
We gonna make this sale? Okay. We got the Coke in your saddle.
Gotta drive one.
Right over and make the drop.
Don't need no snitch.
Tattletale is on here. If I go here and go to
Ah,
just does it automatically.
crap. Yeah, I accidentally wrecked the motorcycle, man. On accident.
I've never really messed with it that much.
Good Lord. You imagine. That'd be hard to do on this game. Right. That'd be something you could look into, Aiden. Because, I mean, you like building maps and stuff. It'd be something you can look into one day. Just get.
Yeah, you definitely like that.
Yeah, we gotta check. We gotta do that in a little bit, Aiden, because we tried earlier and we done it too early. Aiden, Nick heard. Nick, yeah, 1 o'clock or something like that. We got on. Aiden said Nick heard my alarm clock back there and he goes, medicine time, Donnie.
Medicine time, yeah.
You hear the rooster? You gotta hear the rooster crowing back there. Oh, I just killed my freaking self, dude. I went to go turn and the freaking car just ran a freaking red light and killed me.
Shut up. Tattletale, I gotta get away. Only I have to. I think you all don't have the cops on you.
No, I got the cops on me. The motorcycle's wrecked. It ain't gonna matter if the motorcycle's wrecked or not, 'cause it's a setup. We can't deliver. I gotta get out of here. Oh my gosh. There goes.
Is he still saying it's not wrecked? Donnie, it said it's still good.
Yeah.
Still saying deliver.
How you gonna deliver it though? The cops are on us, so. Still deliver it?
Yeah,
You still deliver?
You gotta. Having a hard time losing them. I gotta get off of it so I can destroy the helicopter. Because if the helicopter follows you around,
You gotta have the motorcycle to deliver the motorcycle.
you have to have the motorcycle.
I've got.
The biggest thing is don't go in the water. Try to go and helicopter. I have a brand new PS5 controller. $5 five and it has pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happy about that one.
Now, if you're playing Fortnite, you have a setting on it,
Yeah.
and if you accidentally push it on Fortnite, it'll drift by itself. All right, I gotta find my motorcycle. Aiden, hold on. Mom is with me. I told her she ain't doing nothing yet. You may have to go get it yourself.
Got it.
This might be my motorcycle. I hope.
It is. Package on it on the
Yeah.
Delivered.
mine's delivered to I'm coming right there. Now we wait on this. Now I gotta get some more ammo.
Why ain't you lost the cops yet, Aiden?
best thing to do is stay calm and good. And over time, you just learn that, like, facts and
Alright, got my motorcycle back. Shit.
Really trying to eat, Aiden. Thank you.
What are you trying to do, Ed?
lots of talk. Have 1 out of 4. From the time.
Aiden, you need to be delivering that. You need to be delivering that package.
He is. He's going. He's going. I'm watching. Behind him in a cup.
Aiden's over here with me.
No, you're behind me.
Oh, I thought it was him. My bad. You're almost there, Donnie. I'm gonna have to ask you to pull over, sir.
I ain't got time, sir. I got places to be. You have to just follow me. You just have to follow me. I'll tell that cop he put his britches on the same way I did.
Exactly right.
Without that badge, officer, you're just like me. Now go do your job. Protect and serve. Protecting and serving has nothing to do with me breaking the rules of the road.
Just because I'm eating doesn't mean that I'm not watching.
Hey, sir. You're nasty, dude.
Well, I'm glad that we didn't lose any money that way.
I know.
I made sure to. We're going that were already full.
Yeah. Now we got more stuff to sell. Get my actual vehicle. Oh, you're doing good back there, Donnie. No, that's...
You closed that deal, all right. Wiring.
You got me arrested. I'm on the way to jail now.
Parked my car all the way around here, Donnie.
Sir, you're gonna have to let me. Sir, you're gonna have to let me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you learned your lesson, good sir, right? And he's like, yep. And I'll be like, okay, you're free to go. You are?
Well done. That's my favorite song by Hollywood Undead. That's my favorite song. What? What are you talking about? You didn't hear that, 'cause I didn't do that. Hey, Nick. I think that's what you call payback, ain't it? Ain't that what he does to us all the time, blowing in a mic and yelling?
Yeah.
So how's that feel, Aiden?
That sounds like karma.
Kinda sounds like just a little bit.
Hey, I see a bunch of cops.
Yeah, they're coming over here. Oh my gosh, he's gonna yell for mom. What's mom gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying not to get in the middle of it, but he's like, Mom, Dad's blowing in the mic.
I think he wants lasagna.
Oh thought he was gonna yell for after you did that. I thought he was gonna yell at Mom. Go, Mom, tell Daddy stop blowing in the mic. I'm waiting on y'all here. I don't know if that's Aiden. Hey, actually, this would be a good idea to take this helicopter.
I still got a fork left. Aiden!
Now, what are you doing, Aiden?
Freaking ridiculous.
You're grounded. Go to bed. My mom sure didn't whip you for no reason. What did he do? Sling the fork at you? He went in there and took his fork and rubbed his fork over Courtney's. Well, he'd been yelling it, but instead of coming in here and telling you, he didn't do it. But you should have came in and asked Mama where she could hear you. You can't be yelling in that back room. She can't hear you because she ain't got the mic on.
That's okay. Sometimes I have to whoop Nick's butt. It took me a while to learn.
Yeah. It took a little bit for me to be obedient. Just a little bit.
That's funny.
It's still in the works, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary said it's okay because sometimes she's got to whip Nick too. It's because he don't listen, and she said, yeah. He said it's a work in progress. You know, he said he hadn't learned to be obedient.
Hey, that boy still eats all my salami.
So good, though.
I buy it for me. Bologna meal.
I know, but I have a bad part of doing like mommy said. I eat a lot of bologna sandwiches. But I need.
I'm like,
You know, it just happens that way.
So I need to buy you more bologna so you stay away from my salami.
That might help. Not 100.
I'm gonna start buying extra bologna stuff, and I'm putting it in the freezer. So when you run out, you can do that.
well, sounds like my dad used to do.
Right? I'll keep her from having it, from me getting.
Right.
Alright, we gotta go.
You're a bike.
I prefer the motorcycles than the planes and stuff.
I like the helicopters, it's kind of fun.
You are.
Helicopters are good, yeah, but I like the.
I ate way too. Didn't even eat
I
that.
haven't even made. I'm gonna eat it. Having a good time. I said he. Anything I do around mom.
Yeah, and we slacked a lot over the years, and and then now we're having to correct him now, and it makes it even worse, but he's learning.
Man.
Oh yeah. Nick said it's learning progress. He's only 10, he's learning what he can't do around Mama and Dad, but yeah, we've let him get away with a little bit too much over the time, and then now he's giving, the old saying, you give them an inch and they take a mile.
That miles can always be.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing now, correcting that mile because it's gotten a little too far.
So much nicer.
Well, just know, Donnie, we're not gonna judge you, man, because I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, if we ever had to do it, I mean, it's gonna be hard to. Don't want.
Yep.
Not easy.
Yep.
You know, and
You want to give
it's
them.
so hard.
Yep. And it's like that old saying
Still
when
not-
we were kids, this hurt me worse than it did you. When they spanked you and
Yeah.
you didn't understand what it meant. After you become parents, you know exactly what it means.
So you really don't want to do it.
Yep. The thing that you have to do, but you at the same time you don't want to have to do it, and so yeah, it's rough sometimes.
So yeah, I could. Sometimes, in a way, I know I'll probably be doing the same darn thing.
Right.
And I'm like, at least I know I'm not alone. That's what I'm laughing about.
Yeah. Motorcycle delivered.
Everything's so easy. Tell me one time.
He says
They're
that, but
not
he's
gonna
still
grow
gonna be the
up.
bad one.
Could have said our kids are gonna grow up being out. Growing up.
Yep.
Right.
Right. Yeah, because at the end of the day,
if you do that, there is a
yeah, it's less chance though. Most people grow up to do what they do because it started at home and the way the parenting was. You know what I'm saying? Like if you let them get away with small little things here and there, which we do a little bit on Aiden. I mean, we're pretty laid back. We let Aiden be Aiden, but there are certain times or whatever where he crosses that line, and we got to, all right, time to pop it down a little bit. Because if you can't, yeah, because if you can't learn like really, self-control or and authority, don't like authority, and Aiden can't stand authority right now. It's gonna get really bad when he gets older because and no matter what, somewhere or another in this life, you have to have authority. You got authority,
I have an aunt.
So we try.
Kim, my cousin.
Yeah.
Her mom is. Yeah, I didn't like being disappointed.
Right.
I don't know. That sounds really, really up in a way.
No, I mean when you get older, you understand why they did what they did. When you're young, you think, oh, they're just being so mean to me. But when you get older, you're like, I thank God that they raised me the way they did, and I ain't out here freaking hoodlum and a piece of crap to the society. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, really, if they let you get away with, oh yeah,
it's really hard.
Oh, it is. It ain't easy.
Even though I got the understanding, all that darning, that gonna make me a perfect parent. I know I'm not gonna be perfect. Not the God thing again.
Yep.
We're perfect in God's eyes in our own way, yeah. But I mean, we're not gonna be.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's what we have. Best we can with the knowledge that we have.
Yep.
Everybody's got their limitations. The problem here is they're thinking all kids all nice to them.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be nice to them. No, don't get this twisted. But
I know what you're talking about. You can't whip them. You can't whip them. Yeah. That's child abuse. It ain't a child abuse. It's called correction. The Bible even teaches us this: if you spare the rod or spoil the child, spoil the rod. Spoil the rod, spoil the child, whatever that means. Anyways, I mean, it teaches you not to spoil the child to the point